Welcome to Whispers. So, the reality on ground is that the Fulani's have taken over. How did they go about it? So, that's what we're gonna find out in Fulani's 6-phase emasculation now complete. Come along with me, guys. Let's find out. You should know who they are. The strategy is foolproof, yet every project invites its own risks. The master strategist is a master risk evaluator, but these people are not. It is clear that those who conceived this project, designed its key elements, and planned its implementation somehow failed to design risk management into the mix. This is an evaluation of the project's design and plans to hand over Nigeria to Fulani nations of Africa to dominate a people, seize their wealth and enslave them, take full control of political power, get all arms under your control, deny all else of access to any form of weapons, take control of major income organs, deny all else of access to funds, finally move in surreptitiously and take over physical space. This is what has been going on since 2015. Phase 1. Fulani take over all 3 organs of government. Today, all 3 organs of government, executive, legislative, and judicial, have been appropriated by the Fulani nation. President, Chief of Staff, Senate President, Chief Justice of the Federation, Deputy Speaker, House of Representatives. It has always been said that he who controls political power controls everything in the Republic. That is what the Fulani have done. Phase 2. Fulani takes over all arms-bearing organs of security. Next, they moved to put all arms under the Fulani control. Chief of Army Staff, Chief of Navy Staff, Inspector General of Police, Director General of Department of State Security (DSS), National Security Advisor (NSA), Minister of Defense, Commander of NSCDC, Chairman of NDLEA, all intelligence services, military and civilian, Director NIA, Director Military Intelligence, Director Naval Intelligence, Director Air Force Intelligence, Immigration, Prisons, and so on. These are the organs licensed to bear arms. And just like Aristotle observed centuries ago, those who have command of the arms in a country are masters of the state and have it in their power to make what revolutions they please. Phase 3. Nigerians except Fulani herdsmen ordered to surrender arms. Still not fully comfortable with the capacity of other Nigerians to offer resistance, in February 2018, the Nigerian police force, which forged ignorance of the UAK-47 bearing Fulani terrorists and would not challenge them, suddenly announced through police spokesman Jima Mashood plans by the Inspector General of Police to order the surrender of both licensed and unlicensed guns from the citizens of Nigeria within 21 days. This was targeted at vigilante groups, neighborhood watches, and people who obtained licensed guns for personal protection. Evidently, The Fulani herdsmen were exempted from this order as they openly and brazenly carried AK-47 weapons in full view of the police unchallenged. Again, that philosopher, Aristotle, saw this before our time. Both oligarch and tyrants mistrust the people and therefore deprive them of their arms. Phase 4. Take over all funds and deprive others of access to money. The four highest revenue earners of government were put in the hands of Fulani Muslims from the north. NNPC accounts for 76% of federal revenue, 40% of overall gross domestic product, and 98% of export earnings is put under Mele Kyari, Fulani-born, Fulani from Borno. Federal Inland Revenue Service, which generated at a time 5.3 trillion naira under Babatunde Fowler, a Yoruba, was taken and handed over to Muhammad Nami in 2019, also Muslim from the north. The government was patient enough for Fowler to introduce the template and blueprint of the successful Lagos tax initiative. In addition, Fowler brought all the taxpayers register, their key information, their business secrets, and customers to the federal umbrella, thinking perhaps it would be there forever. The Nigerian Port Authority, whose revenue in 2017 was about 1 trillion naira, and one of the highest four, is domesticated under a young lady, Adiz Bala Osman, a Muslim Fulani, also a Muslim Fulani. The Nigerian Customs Service yielded revenue of 1.5 trillion naira, was also given to retired Colonel Ahmed Ali, Muslim Fulani. But that is not all. The big spenders are also Fulani controlled. Defense, finance, education, justice, FCT, agriculture, police affairs, aviation, communication, power, water resources, and humanitarian affairs. Following key federal agencies too: EFCC, ICPC, NFIU, NNPC, PTDF, DPR, PPRA, PEF, NPA, NIMSA, NDIC, SCC, NAICOM, FMBN, FHN, NHIS, NPHDA, UBEC, TET, FUND, SMEDA, NYSC, BOA, DBN, BPE, NTA, NEDC, FERMA, PENCOM, NITD, NCC, NEMA, FAAN, NAMA, NIMET, NRSAL, NIMC, and Sovereign Wealth Fund. Phase 5. Physical occupation. Okada locusts from the north. Importation of foreign Fulani into southern and middle belt regions started rather superstitiously. Thousands of Fulani youths and skilled-looking, scantily clothed invaded most state capitals of the south and middle belt. Starting from Lagos, they came in trailers loaded with brand new motorcycles called Okada. Some observant people wondered aloud how they got these shiny brand new motorbikes, who paid for them, who sent them down south, and who received, camped, housed, and fed them. They asked, Is this not a part of grand Boko Haram agenda? Not if you suspected them as injected sleeper cells in our urban areas, ready and programmed to press their weapon into action to cause pandemonium. injure and kill in order to dominate and take over local space. Our governors went about their activities in politics and stealing without distraction, yet the number of these invading troops kept swelling. Phase 6. Physical occupation, injection into forest reserves. Under the pretext of cow herding, they started the full-scale occupation of forest reserves, importing their family from across all Fulani nations of West Africa, building their signature straw huts all around, and constructing their traditional organs of administration. They brought their wives, their children, their hammering of AK-47 and ammunition. Still, governors grumbled but wanted a second term, and so verged ignorance. Good strategy but poor tactics. Those who conceived and implemented this takeover strategy failed to take risk management into their project plan. They injected these peasants, equipped them with guns, and forgot to sustain them with regular allowances. So prematurely and before full implementation of mass space occupation, these warriors poured into the highways, started to rob passengers for survival before graduating to kidnapping. Now they found this more lucrative than any allowance, thus transformed into autonomous agents. They had now acquired enormous power, been introduced to lucrative human trade, and become blackmail entrepreneurs. Some with the power of their guns also moved to seize ancestral land, and since body no behold, hardened raping of farmers' wives and daughters. Finally, the people came alive, started to pay attention, and now complained. Abuja ignored them. Local politician leaders, including governors and legislators, statement. Traditional rulers cringed and frozen up, but some socio-political leaders raised alarm. The presidency finally threw a Yoruba minion, Femi Adesina, wound. Ancestral attachment? You can only have ancestral attachment when you're alive. If you're dead, how can the attachment matter? He warned farmers to give up their homeland to stay alive. Vanguard of July 15, 2018 reported this along with many other newspapers. Too little, too late. You have to admire Chinua Achebe for his creative metaphors, even when you don't, his statements. Achebe captured our carelessness does. People say that if you find water rising up to your ankle, that is the time to do something about it, not when it is around your neck. Well, the water has gone up beyond our neck before some of our leaders woke up to do something. It has gone up to our nostrils. I don't know where it is now, as we appear to be drowning. So, those are the 6 phases. And we've gone past that now. So, it's gonna happen. It will happen. Nigeria is gonna fall. But, there's a fight. Because the people are not gonna give their land to any invader. So, it's a fight for survival. It's a fight for survival. We're fighting the fight of our lives for our generations. Yes, but so there you have it, guys. That is what they did, step by step. So, now you know. Now you know. Until I come your way again, I'll just stop this here. Bye.